welcome back to a new episode with the Podfam, episode number 2. Woo-hoo. Welcome back, guys. Today's topics are very much interesting. So let's jump right in and introduce ourselves. Check out Diana.
It's your boy Noe.
Are you okay?
Is this the
Did
right
you forget your
direction?
name?
Yeah.
Hey, she looked at her sister like, yo, what's up?
You're Noe.
But you're next to her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did. All right.
Yeah.
What's up? It's your compa Noe.
This is Paula.
This is your girl Cynthia.
This is your boy Checo.
Dude, you gave a guy a day off and he forgets his name.
No, I was just like, well, did you make eye contact with your sister or no?
I always make eye contact with my sister.
And then
I'm her comfort zone,
and then
right?
she looked over and I was like, oh,
You got nervous, bro?
I think I fucked up.
Yeah,
I think you did.
It's okay.
Can we do this shit all over again?
No, we can't. Wait.
Are the girls intimidating you? Like, is that what
I'm
it
good.
is?
I'm good. I was just like,
I even grab his hand. I'm like, it's okay.
did I fuck up or what?
You're in a safe zone.
You're safe.
I don't
This
know
is your
that,
safe
but-
space.
Woo woo. Once again, thank you guys for having us all together. We're always fucking late. Cynthia was joking about it's just like, how about we just start recording us coming late? Like, yeah, we're always fucking late.
I mentioned it to her. I told her, I was like, we should do an episode where you guys are already in.
like set up and everything like this,
And then
we just fucking walk
You guys
in.
just walk in.
And then, we just walk in because that's just basically how it is every single time we record.
No, but today was a good excuse, though. It was raining and
Yeah.
traffic's
The weather
bad.
was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
And the caddy.
And the caddy.
And the caddy.
R.I.P. the
R.I.P. the
caddy.
caddy.
CTA Adventures.
It's only another hour away. Yeah, dude. Carlos, dude.
Damn.
It humbles me, bro. It humbles me, bro. How do I go from a fucking a Cadillac? My kids at school would be like, man, you got the cartel money. I'm like, nah, I'm riding the CTA, bro. That's not cartel, bro.
And the red line doesn't function right now.
Ahorita está ocupada, construction. Y es la más rápida, güey. Por eso me atrasé. But yes, let's jump into it. How's everyone doing? No, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Don't be shy, bro.
I'm better than ever, man.
Yeah. Oh, good to hear.
How's the fam?
Ay, andan al 100, andan al 100.
Saludos.
No practice.
Oh, how was your trip?
It was good. It was good, man. My mom had a good time.
Nice.
Yeah, which was the main purpose. So.
Yeah,
Amen.
that's cool.
No, he went to Canada.
Yeah.
He stayed on the New York side. Cynthia just had a quinceañera, so now she can breathe.
Yes.
Oh, hell
We're over
yeah.
the hump.
Ya se acabó la dieta and everything.
Que es madre, güey. Que es madre.
Are you still doing it? Like
I haven't, but I think I am gonna. I have a wedding in October.
Oh, okay.
So
So now just maintain.
maintain.
Tú vas a quedar como esqueleto.
No, I've been able to maintain 25 pounds.
Nice.
So that's where like my base, and it's like I don't go based off the scale anymore. It's more how my clothes fit me. So right now I'm at a comfortable place.
Nice.
Yeah.
25 pounds. That's my fluctuation weight in the weekend, dog.
Oh, what a flex.
Why is it that? Why is it that guys can lose
Portillo's.
weight?
You, I don't know.
Fast, too, bro.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's what I gained during the weekend. That's
Oh,
not what I
but
keep on.
also,
I
guys also lose weight
Yeah.
faster than girls.
Yeah.
They
do.
say.
I always hear my
don't know.
cuñado like, oh, I lost 20 pounds. And I'm like, damn, bro.
Well, you
Like,
I don't know. I mean, I think you guys would need to see Lewis often to kind of realize, but Lewis lost so much weight. Lewis lost over 30 pounds in less than 2 months.
Shout
I
out
saw him
Louis. That's
breakdancing
Yeah.
at the quinceañera. Okay, he just like slid in.
Yeah.
I
That
saw
was
him.
slick, right?
Yeah.
I'm
He
fucking
the man
dead.
was agile.
Yeah. We are gonna have Chingonas are gonna have a quince episode recap because we have a lot of juicy stories to tell. Some vendors didn't make it.
dun, dun, dun.
I was there. I made it. I made it.
Shout out to PMP event.
Hell
They
yeah.
Shout
pulled
out.
through.
Hell yeah.
I'm
was there?
sorry about the 360.
Dude, you're good. You're good.
Dude, it was dirty, right? Tell her, múntala.
Es parte del jale. Es parte del jale.
I looked at it and like Chico's like, you want to do it? And I was like, yeah, I'm all up for it. And I got up and I'm like, oh my God, who's gonna clean this? So I apologize for my
You're good,
guests
bro.
and the venue.
It was raining, dude.
It's funny because I had sent him a picture of where he was gonna be set up, so the expectations were high.
Yeah, dude.
he had shade, he had cement,
A table and
He had a
shit.
table. There was even like a asador right next to him.
Nice.
You know, like he was gonna be chilling. And when he got there, he was like, That's not what you promised.
I need a flat surface.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, he did tell me, he's like, I need a flat surface. And then when he got there, I was like, I can't find anything that's flat. Like,
No, it was good though. It worked.
Yeah.
That
It worked,
day was
yeah.
just
It worked
that
out.
you guys. It was you
It was
guys
a fucking magic,
did.
bro. It's okay.
You worked magic. I mean, considering that the weather just came the way the way it turned out.
And the thing is, it was over there because we kept on checking the weather over there. Over here it was a different story. The percentage of rain was higher in Chicago than it was in Cicero because I was in Cicero. It was higher in Cicero than it was in New Lenox where we had the quinceañera. So it was like 30%, 20%, 35%, 19%, 11%. So I was like, we're good. We're going to be outside. It's going to be good. No, not at all. That wasn't the case. So we had to work with what we had. We lost hair. We lost hair that day.
Hair makeup.
Hair and makeup was gone.
No, you guys look beautiful. That
Thank you.
you couldn't
Thank you.
even
But
tell.
hey, shout out to you guys for going low key.
Yeah.
Like, everybody like low key. You, comadre, you were helping out Cynthia too. Checo, you were
You were there
helping
in
out.
spirit. You were there in spirit. I
Appreciate
Noe
appreciate
it.
was there.
Yeah, in
Trajo
spirit.
las
I didn't
aguas
have-
de Niagara
Niagara Falls.
That's what you brought over, huh? you sent over the Niagara Falls. and
Mandaste
shit.
las aguas and shit.
Yeah. No, but
it
it,
was a good time.
overall it was a good time. My girl had a good time, so that's what matters.
She
That's
looked
awesome.
really happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
Comadre
important
pulled
part.
through with the pictures.
Yeah.
Ah.
shout
And
out.
video.
And video.
And video.
A little
Yeah.
bit here and there. Still have to transfer them over.
No, I appreciate that very much. You guys came through low budget entertainment.
Hell yeah.
So I appreciate each and every one of you.
And that's
including
Podfam
the
for you
waters.
guys.
That is
We
a
stick
Podfam.
together.
That is a
As-
Podfam.
Right
as-
now, we stick
yeah.
together.
Facts. As long as you guys have fun, that's the main thing.
That's the
Yeah.
most important part.
Hey,
Yeah.
You know who had fun too the other day? At the Little Durk concert. ¿Ya vieron ese putazo?
Jeez.
Estaban regalando putazos ahí. ¿no?
Segue.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Did you guys see what was going on?
Yeah.
No, I actually hadn't heard about that. I was like off of social media this weekend. I was busy, and the guys were telling me about it. I did not know that.
Look, I wanted to go, and Cynthia, your daughter, did ask me to go, and I was like, no, I was like, eh. And I'm thinking United Center. It's fucking safe there. The Bulls play there, bro. No mames, da miedo.
¿Verdad que sí?
The
got
girl
crazy.
got stabbed in the eye or forehead.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Something like
yeah.
that, right?
They
But
said
not
it-
me, like right here.
Well, they said it was a shooting. Then it ended up being it was a stabbing, which is just as bad, right? But-
Yeah, I heard the shooting, and I was like, "What? How?
Yeah.
How did a firearm make it past security?" But I didn't know there was a stabbing.
There was-
Yo, look,
stabbing.
I was mad because when I go, they make me throw out my paraguas. They're gonna fucking make you throw out your fucking 9. Like, what the fuck was that, bro?
For real.
I was mad, bro. But I think there was so many fights broke out. I mean, it's Chicago, right? So let's keep in mind it's a Chicago rapper. All the crews, all the gangs, they're gonna unite at United Center.
That was a good one.
So let Chicago have something nice and have I think Little Durk, you know, a little like what I know of him, he's not really allowed to perform in Chicago. So now that he has a fucking opportunity, of course we go fuck it up, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So everybody starts fucking fighting and shit, and you know it goes on social media. When I saw the video on Instagram, I see the CPD with the fucking el pinche cuerno de chivo and shit. It's chivo.
Con cuerno de chivo.
You know, and I'm like, yeah, vale, oh madre. Y lo, yeah, like everybody was running. So, like, of course, like, you know, just because of the whole, like, the shooting, you know, alert, I guess, people were causing more chaos than they should have, I guess, right?
I
Yeah.
heard active shooter. Like, it was
Yeah.
that was what I kept on hearing. There was an active shooter at United Center, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, what's going down?
But let's not get it twisted. It could happen.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I
for
mean?
sure.
Like, I would have dipped out of there quick too,
100%.
with a few jackets.
I was gonna say with some merch.
Really?
Nah.
But exactly.
But that's what people were doing.
That's what they were doing. Yeah.
But like, okay, if you hear active shooter or let alone a lot of things are happening, you're still gonna go back and finesse all this shit. Like, no, you're gonna dip. Eso ya era pedo. Eso era por gusto.
Yeah.
Eso ya es maña.
Eso ya es maña.
Yeah.
Eso ya like, oh, let me get a jacket real quick, little bulls and shit. You know, like, fuck it.
But it just
But they were taking the stuff that was like left with coat
I think
check,
they were.
no?
And I think they were just taking.
Oh.
But it's still.
Oh.
Yeah,
So it
they
wasn't
were-
merch? Like it wasn't like Lil
Like
Durk's
no,
merch
no.
and shit?
I think it was merch because
Oh,
like
it was?
I mean
I thought it looked like coat check. Like
the
people
only-
were taking jackets.
no
Wait,
the,
it's the summer. Who's checking coats?
Oh, that's true.
no the only time
That's
that
what
I've
it
been
looked
to
like, though.
Yeah.
the only time that
Facts.
I've been to United Center is for Disney on Ice. And it's like, si se ponen los puestitos de merch ahí.
Yeah, so maybe that's what it was.
So I think it was
Yeah,
merch.
it was merch.
I'm over here thinking it's like coat check or something.
Yeah,
You know what?
Fucking August, 100 degrees outside. Wait.
For real.
Hey, you scared me with that in the
nobody
morning.
bought-
Bro,
You
I
scared me with
scared
that.
myself.
Why?
Next week, Wednesday.
Oh, the message?
Cállate.
I told my boss I cannot make it to work.
This Wednesday, bro?
Next Wednesday.
What am I missing?
Yeah, it changed already though. So.
Oh, really?
Ya cambió.
To like what? 109.
No, I actually went down to like 92. But so I had checked the weather app because I'm going to the beach or whatever on Sunday, and I had the 10-day forecast, and it said 114.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, what the fuck? But it did. Now it dropped to like 92, 93.
Yeah.
Bro.
I saw that and I'm like, what? I
didn't
cannot
know that,
make
bro.
it.
I'm scared.
No.
Está caliente, man. That's why the fish are like boiling in the ocean.
Are they
Are
really?
Like we didn't see like in a bunch of places they're ending up on the shore like hundreds and hundreds of fish like on shores of like different places all over the world.
Guys, my mind just went to like the ocean, right? Because like my mind
Sí.
goes there. Did you guys see that video about supposedly there's mermaids and a fisherman in New York saw like mermaids and they were like sirens? ¿Cómo se dice? Sirenas? Sirens are calling them like jump in the
Andaba
ocean.
marihuana?
No, wait, no, nobody saw that. Nobody saw
No,
that.
I didn't see that video.
He's literally a fisherman. He's like, I can tell
Hey,
his accent from
Is
New
your
York.
source TikTok?
No, it's both. It's
It's a real? It was a real?
Was it a real? Yeah.
The guy's like,
It was
damn, what the
Instagram,
fuck? He's taking
yeah.
like a little cigarette break and shit. And he's like, what the fuck? Like, did you guys see what's going on? Like, there's like, se miran que it's like mermaids. Like in the ocean, like they're like, you guys seeing this shit right now? Like, and then like they're calling and they're like, oh hell no, I'm recording this.
Okay, let me just tell you right now that we were driving here, I saw mountains and
I was
Diana
gonna say you
believes
saw a
it.
mermaid in the water.
Mountains?
Yeah, it was
Hey,
raining.
fuck
So,
yeah, I'm gonna send that shit to you guys right now.
it was raining so bad, and then like se miraban mountains, and I'm like, Diana, when the fuck did we get mountains?
You have to
Were
believe
you
me. I saw
high?
mountains.
That's what he
That's
Por eso se tardaron.
por eso nos tardamos, nos desviamos.
No, en
Por las
serio.
montañas.
We went to check Niagara Falls too.
No, y sabes qué, creo que nada para esos rumbos, porque it was a guy from New York and he was a fisherman and he said that there was two happened to be sirens or mermaids and they were like singing or calling for the fishermen to jump in the
Hey,
ocean.
sirenas, ¿sí se dice así en inglés? Sirens?
Say mermaids, no? Or is that just the movie?
Well, no, she just kept saying sirens.
Sirens?
I don't know, but I said it once in Chingonas. I remember the ocean that has some deep shit in there, bro.
Yeah.
Mermaid, bro.
We don't know. Yeah, they're called like,
Little
I think the
Mermaid.
sirens of the ocean because that's what
Yeah.
they do. Like they call
shit.
the people on boats and
Yes.
to kind of like draw them in
Yes.
to the water,
To
like
rob them? Okay.
to take their life.
Oh, damn.
Sí,
Yeah.
como I know what's up.
Okay.
It's like it's a legend. I don't know. And I'm not even gonna say because I vaguely remember
So I
how
wonder
the
why-
mermaid was created, but who knows? Like the ocean has like stuff that we've never seen. We don't. At this point, the government just admitted that there's UFOs.
Exactly.
Aliens, bro.
I'm gonna pass my phone around so y'all be on bullshit. Like,
the
go ahead.
Loch Ness monster. We don't know.
He looks like
We don't
he's
know
high.
what's out there anymore.
Yeah. Well, how do you guys feel about that? Like
The aliens?
Yeah, the government actually admitting to there being aliens.
We come in peace.
Well, did you guys ever think like there was aliens?
I
Or were you guys like, nah?
No, es que estoy pensando, guys.
I-
I memories in the
Mermaids.
ocean.
I'm like
believes in
big
mermaids.
into like ghosts and the paranormal, the extraterrestrials and all of that sci-fi stuff. I never put too much stock into it. I didn't know what to make of it. But I mean, you have so many people that truly believe.
My husband.
You just don't know, right? And now it almost feels like your parent, you know, like when your parent yells at you your whole life, they say, no, that's not true. That's not true. And then like, you know, really like they kind of whisper, they don't say sorry, but I was wrong. That's kind of what it felt like.
Yeah.
It was sort of, you know, at this meeting, they weren't calling it what it was. They were calling them biologics. And low key, it's like, yeah, we lied.
Damn.
Ever
They're
since,
real.
why did you believe in Checo and memories or what?
No, I didn't think they were real.
You're stuck on mermaids,
Honestly.
huh?
I'm watching. I'm passing the video. Don't fuck with me, bro.
Why didn't Disney call it the little siren?
The little siren.
Your boys.
Because I think that sirens, it's more sexualized. That's how they got the
See, Kamali knows her shit, bro.
shoremen to jump off of because of their voice. Like they were mesmerized. So merman, I don't know. That's I still like think in mythology what you call like a half man, half half fish, I think. So
Shit.
I did that too, sister.
del mar. Del mar.
But Jacob, back to the aliens. You know what? I made me believe in aliens. Not gonna lie, that movie was it Independence Day?
Oh, that was crazy.
A badass movie, first of all. Second, yeah, dude, they're up there, bro. If there's fucking life in Mars, what else is there? You know?
Is there life in Mars?
I think so.
No, Diana's going next week. Stupid ass.
Ahorita estamos en retrograde. Y ahorita estamos
She's
en
making shit up.
reggaeton. No, there is life
We
in
find
Mars.
out you got a promotion
Come on,
and
back,
out
back
there
me.
in Mars.
Come on, back me up, right? There's this type of
I think that's
found,
been
like, water,
that has
no?
been a debate back and forth. Yeah, that they found water or
Don't listen to Diana, bro. She
living
set you up.
organisms
Setting you up.
She said, "Comadre, back me
in
up."
different spaces. I mean, you just had that guy. Was it Buzz Aldrin or one of those astronauts that was one of like the first people that go up there? Loki saying, "We didn't go into space." It's like, dude, you're a whole ass astronaut that went into space.
Didn't they put the flag on the moon? Like, what the fuck?
And he's like, that's not. You know what? At this point, we don't know what's real anymore. There's aliens. People are going into space. They're not going into space. I don't know.
I'm sure.
No,
there's
do you believe in aliens?
Yeah,
No.
I think so. I think something's out there.
We cannot be the only thing in existence. I think it'd be like too egotistical or too self-serving to think that we're like the most intelligent beings that exist. But it would terrify me to think of.
Yeah,
So-
What is
that's a
really
little
out
mind
there,
fucking
so-
for
You
real.
scared, bro? You scared? Just say that.
Just a little bit.
Just say that,
It's just
though.
like we could barely like we see it right now how Chicago is so dangerous,
Chill.
and it's like we could barely keep each other alive. Imagine like how did these like extraterrestres, however you say it, extraterrestres,
One more time. Look at the camera and say it one more time.
Extraterrestres.
There we go.
How are they staying alive? Do they have beef with each other? Do they have crews? Are they attending Lil Durk's concerts? Like, you know?
Well, according to the different movies, they go from planet to planet, sucking up their resources, and at one point we're gonna be next. Or maybe they're like sending us like all of the different technology little by little. Tomen pendejos, like make your world better, but instead we use it to fuck it up. So they're like, you know what, humans,
Y'all
fuck
fucking it up.
Yeah, y'all
just hope
fucking
they're
it up.
cool.
We're just gonna take control.
Like that lady on the airplane. Did you see the one?
Yeah.
Oh,
With the hoodie is not real. Yeah.
you didn't see that?
She was lit or what?
No.
Well, I
No.
did see it. I did see it, but
She
then
wasn't
came
late.
back
I
and
thought she was
apologized.
drunk.
No, I
don't
think
know.
they said that she wasn't drunk. She wasn't on
Nobody
anything.
said
But
She
came
wanted
back and
off.
apologized,
And she
though.
she recently
Yeah, nobody could find her for the longest time.
She recently
didn't say
came-
anything.
yeah.
But she didn't. She said a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah,
she
that's
just
true.
says, "I apologize. I think for like being loud and scaring families and little kids." But she just basically said a whole lot to say nothing.
But
Yeah.
she could have been going through like an episode. You
Possibly,
That's true.
possibly.
Know? There's so much.
Or did they tell her to say that? And shut her up, bro.
The aliens.
No, but I'm saying
The government.
The government.
Hey, bro, when
bro.
it comes-
Yeah, wow.
Because first it was the lady.
This was
Hey,
started shit.
that nail look kind of like extraterrestre for me, bro.
Enter the Twilight Zone sound.
Am I real?
No.
Okay. Excuse me, sir and ma'ams.
Your excuse.
No, first it was the airplane lady, and then like a few days later, that's when the government came out and talked. So then everybody was joking about saying like we should apologize to her. We is a lot of people because we
a lot of
was not
people.
making fun of her.
Yeah.
So
Cool. I was very confused.
These aliens.
I was like, with everybody with a phone, could nobody like who is she pointing to? Everybody has a
The-
phone. They
the
were
angle,
recording
right?
her. No, where was she sitting? I wanted to see the guy that
Yeah.
she was sitting next to. We didn't see that.
So you
it's
guys-
kind of like if a guy that doesn't know how to take a picture takes a picture of a fat girl's like other child, right? No, just kidding. Just kidding.
That is not
Wow.
real.
That's not real.
Dude,
Yo,
whole
but-
time.
So y'all think somebody was there or not?
That's
Dude,
why,
yeah.
like, why?
So you think so?
Whole time.
I took it as a joke at
Why
first.
would
I
only
thought she
one
was
person
drunk.
see that? Though?
Okay, but why wasn't there a person like recording the other side?
The other
like,
angle?
Where?
I don't know if I would be recording the other side either. I'd probably be like,
Maybe
what the
there
hell?
is-
I would want to
I'd
see
probably be
who
like,
she's
sit
talking
down,
about.
bro.
Yeah, I would
I
want
would wanna
to
see who she's
Maybe it was
talking
Spirit
about?
Airlines, bro.
Spirit, yeah, you can't move that much in your
But
in your seat.
nobody on the plane came out and said, "Yeah,
No?
I saw something too."
I wouldn't either.
Well,
If my
Nah.
life
Hey,
depended on
I
it.
was say
aliens, like-
TikTok said There's one dude came out and said that he saw something también. But I don't fucking
There was
know.
2 guys that did that. It ended up being a joke.
He was
Like, he was
Was
a
it?
comedian or
See,
something.
that's how I was all like, yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
The only crazy thing about this is that, I mean, I kind of take it like, if you haven't seen shit yourself, like, I don't know if I believe it, you know? That's just how I
Well, you kind of believe in aliens, way.
No, I just look. There's a lot of weird shit in the ocean, deep in the ocean.
You saw that, right?
I sent you a TikTok of that worm, bro, that comes out. Remember that weird ass worm?
Yeah.
I had never seen anything like that, bro. When I saw it, I'm like, holy shit.
Anaconda?
Nah, it was a weird one.
No, it was
though,
like
right?
some weird.
It kind of.
In the ocean?
I don't even know. I think that's on Earth, right? Wait, like I'm just on dirt, no?
Pues sí dijo la ocean. The ocean's on Earth.
No, but I'm saying. Yeah. Go on. No, I'm saying like just.
On ground.
on
Yeah.
I don't know where that came from.
I got
We're
you,
not
homie.
But it's
safe,
weird.
bro.
We'll pass that one around so you guys can see that. But I'm saying if there's so much weird shit in the ocean that we don't even know of, why couldn't there be weird shit up in the
Yeah.
air, bro? Like in space.
Yeah.
We're
Like,
not safe
it's-
anywhere, huh? Not in Chicago, not in
Not at the little
space,
Durk
not
concert.
not in the ground, nothing.
I don't know. I just feel like that. Like if there's shit we've never seen in the ocean, why wouldn't there be something in space? I don't know if it's aliens.
Once
but
again, we come in
something.
peace, guys. If the aliens are watching Podfam,
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
follow us on
We want no problems.
On Podfam. Yeah,
On
chingona
Podfam,
symbol, Podfam.
Hey, y'all can't be doing that shit. Y'all trying to
Cross
promote. Yeah. The fuck?
Hey, you don't know how many of them are they?
Yeah, dude. What if they don't get along? We're
I don't
crazy.
know. That's how I see it, though.
No,
if I've
you're
never
right.
seen it,
I don't
probably
know.
won't.
If
you know,
if Noah doesn't want the followers, we'll
take 'em.
Yeah, we'll take them. Put them on the call.
Dude, every time we're talking about aliens, I keep thinking about the sci-fi sound. You know what I'm talking about?
You're ugly, bro.
From the
Yeah,
show.
But you know what I'm talking about. So what the fuck?
I just like, okay, I understand, like it's a it's a weird topic to get into because honestly we don't know what's out there, but imagínate tú que it becomes a norm. Like okay, the government already said they're here, and you go to the grocery store self-checkout and the homie's like, let me check your receipt, like it's like what the
I'll take a selfie with them. I ain't gonna lie.
Listen.
really?
We don't know. I mean, they like if you listen to the whole thing, I didn't. I listened to a good chunk of it, but not all of it. They were even talking about other dimensions and stuff like that. It was like if you listen to it, it wasn't just about biologics or like the possibility of like that there is actually other.
So it's not just
living
past,
form.
present, and
No,
future. There's more.
They were talking about a whole bunch of stuff. They were talking about modes of transportation. They were talking about not wormholes.
Bruh.
They called them. What do they call them?
Black holes.
I don't know, but like the possibility of like interdimensional stuff or other dimensions or the ability to. Or, am I dreaming that, or did they talk about the
I don't
being
know,
able
maybe
to
you're in
travel
another
through time?
dimension.
No, they did.
Right? Okay.
But they also said where it's like 4D, almost like for them, where it's like, well, we can't comprehend and we can't, like, to us, we don't understand it yet. So
Yeah.
we wouldn't be able to see it. But it's like to them, it's like they have other whatever.
Yeah, we see a flat square when they can see a cube.
Yeah.
So
basically.
Star Wars is real? Whole
Bro.
time?
Ooh.
Star Wars.
I don't know.
Star Wars, Star Trek. Fuck with it.
I don't know.
Fuck with
Maybe.
it.
Damn. We gotta check the
Maybe.
Simpsons episodes.
Yeah, what do the Simpsons say? If they say that shit's real, nah.
I
That's
believe
the
it.
government.
I
What do the
believe it.
Simpsons say, right?
I believe it.
They're right.
I think they've been saying that shit was real, bro. They had UFOs in there and all that.
They did though.
Because
Yeah, facts.
forever I've always heard that the government does know that there's extra life out there.
Extra. Why? They're not extra. You guys are welcome. Bro, I'm scared now. Fuck y'all.
But the ¿cómo se llama? Area what?
Area
Area 51?
51.
Yeah, and that's where everybody unites. Like my husband, damn near got a fucking plane ticket to go. That one time, I said like a few years, they were gonna do like a whole like a purge type of thing over there.
Oh.
Like meet up and shit, right?
Meet up.
Yeah,
Car
yeah,
meet.
yeah,
Car
yeah.
meet.
A car me, pero para los
Para los aliens.
para los aliens.
Para los
amigos.
biological.
You didn't hear about that, Noe?
No, he was gonna go.
Quería ir.
They're supposed to like rush Area 51, and they're like, they can't stop us all.
Yeah.
So they're all gonna.
There was like a Facebook group and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
See,
Louis,
There's
would
like
you
a
get
camping
involved?
Yeah,
camp
Louis
too.
would.
we can't beat them. Well, let's join them.
He wants to see how the strippers be doing it over there.
Damn.
Do you think
Shout out,
they're
Louis.
stripper aliens?
Imagine.
Stripper aliens?
Imagínate we come up on OnlyFans.
Bro, now my mind's going somewhere else, bro. I have to bring it back to earth.
Llévatelo for an anniversary. There's like a camping ground close to Area 51.
I will not.
Where people say,
Especially
that they
right now.
that they see things like all of the people that everybody's always called goofy and stuff. That's not true. There's like an area close to it where people go camping and stuff. I would not personally. I would rather stay in a haunted house than go. I don't know why. I would rather stay in a haunted house than go sleep outside and possibly see some aliens. But
I don't know.
But it's a
Shit,
thing.
bro.
So next anniversary,
Yeah.
there you go.
I'm scared
I don't
both
know.
ways, bro.
Yeah,
at
both
this
ways.
place.
I do not fuck with ghosts.
The dead or the aliens. Damn.
That's it. I do not fuck with ghosts.
But you haven't seen Ghost either.
Because they're ghosts? They're transparent. No,
They're 4D. We can't see them yet.
Jesus.
They're see-through.
What they smoke, bro?
Some good shit.
They-
You believe in ghosts?
I mean, I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to believe in it, bro.
La
'Cause
Llorona?
you haven't seen anything. You
I know, but
people
they're
say all these legends and all that. I'm like, I've never seen anything. We talk about it all this time, bro. We go to Mexico, they tell you all these
Te jalan las
stories.
patas and shit.
Yo nunca he visto nada, compa. You know?
Suben muerto.
Do you guys believe in limpias though?
Yes.
Shit, I don't
Sí.
know.
Yeah.
Yep. Dude,
No?
I'm down.
Los huevos, palo santo,
believe in
sage,
all that?
all of give it to me, all of it. The one thing is, I do know that you have to use it responsibly, learn how to use it, get the appropriate materials from a place where you should be getting them, not stuff off of like Etsy or Amazon, because that shit will fuck you up. I respect it. I believe it. I leave it alone.
Can I request like a family field trip to get a limpia?
family field trip.
I'm not down.
You're not down?
I'm not down for that.
I
I think all of it is bad.
Just
Whether-
with the
Really?
egg and all that?
yeah, they say all of that's bad, bro.
Come back, or what do you think?
What do you mean bad?
They say all of that is bad. Like even if it's like white magic or black magic, it's all supposed to be bad.
No? What do you
I don't
think?
even like eggs.
Tan caro de that.
Tan caros para andar limpiando. For me, I think it has to do with the intention, and especially because you could do it to yourself. You don't have to go to anyone. That's why that's why I say be careful, because you don't know anyone else's intention. So you want to be careful. You want to protect your energy, because you don't know what other people have going on. So if I were to ever do a limpia, I don't know how to do bunch of stuff extensively, pero con like a huevo, I would be able to do that. Like to myself, I would not allow anyone else's energy to
But
come
okay,
near.
here's a good question for you. What makes you think that with the egg, something happens and you get healed or cured or whatever? Like what from the egg makes that happen?
The yolk. No.
No, I think it's that one. I think it's all about the energy that it carries, and it's a I don't know if it's a conductor or the opposite of the conductor. It's like something that draws something out that'll basically encapsulate it until you can release it into like the water and then throw it away. Like you have to dispose of it properly, like not within the area that you're still in, because it defeats the purpose. To just basically it's not like it's going to cure you of anything, and I guess if you have anything super intense going on, that's not going to do much. But it's kind of like a way for you to understand, hey, there's something going on. For if you do believe in that, it's like an alert system.
So if you don't believe, it won't work.
I think, yeah, for a lot of the things, you have to be able to believe it, because I think all of it carries energy and intention. And if you don't believe in it, it's not going to work for you, because you don't believe in it. You're not putting your own energy. I mean, I don't know.
So my mom said it was like old, like our ancestors would use it to heal, you know? And she didn't see it as bad, but I mean, she hasn't brought it up anymore. Like, hey, we should do that to, like, my kids have never gotten done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, my wife ain't down with it.
At what point do you guys do it though? Like, do you guys wait for something to happen bad in your life where you're like, I need a limpia? Or it's like, I want to do it every 6 months?
No, for me, it's more about, and I take care of that, like for myself. I don't bother anyone else in my family with any of that because, everybody has their own beliefs. Like, I don't like to push what I feel or believe on anyone else, even my own kid. And it's not about if something bad happens. I think if something bad happens, I don't like to put something bad happens, so alguien me hizo, or for me, it's just more like a feeling like, I'm starting to feel a little like something's up. Yeah, something's off. And then I'll just be like, maybe there's a, I don't want to call it a spell, but there's like a little thing that you'll do just to see, like,
That sounded real witchy for me.
yeah. If somebody,
Right?
but it's not about doing anything to anybody else. It's just like, just for some clarification. Like, I feel like somebody's talking about me, and it's more of a warning for me, like, or clarification I need to stay away from. I already kind of know that you're talking about me and you're sending bad juju my way. I totally believe in the evil eye,
Facts.
to, like, you just protection. I wear some protection jewelry.
Why you look at her evil eye like that, bro? You gave it an evil eye, bro. It looked right back
Yeah.
at you.
I was like, what?
Yeah, like it's a Hamza hand, la mano de Fatima, and the evil eye.
Oh, okay.
Where is it? It's in here somewhere. I don't know. Just protection. There's a lot of people bad juju.
But you feel like that protects you?
I do. Yes.
Wow, that's wow.
My attitude protects me from a lot of people.
Yeah.
Not the police. Not the police.
Facts.
Not the
Facts.
police. Not the police.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I had
that's what I'm with
this person I know that like he got in a car accident, then like someone in his family also got in a car accident, and it was just kind of like back to back series of events. And that's when he was like, oh, like I need a limpia. And I'm like, to me, I'm like, I would just think it's life.
Yeah.
Like sometimes just shit happens.
Coincidence.
Yeah. So, I mean, sometimes I think it happens, but I think a lot of the times, like, we bring bad stuff on ourselves. Like, if you're always thinking, like, negatively, I think, like, the power of the tongue is very powerful. If you say, like, damn, algo le pasó a mi hermano, now, fuck, watch que me va a pasar a mí next. Yeah, like, sometimes, like, I very much believe you put shit out into the universe. The power of the tongue is very powerful. Like, you say, that's why, like, they say when you chant things 3 times, or you say things and you put intention into them, you just never know. Like, with all of the like the different movies that they recorded, what was it? The American Horror Story, when they were doing the witch season,
Yeah.
with the in New Orleans, and how they had advisors, and I think there were people that were like shamans and witches, advising just to make it look more realistic. Some of the stuff that they were saying was made up chanting, but the intention and the place that they were, it didn't matter. And they invoked like some bad stuff was happening on set. Same thing happened with like a bunch of other movies. Like, you're chanting stuff, even if it isn't real Latin and stuff. It's just the intention and the actual, like, speaking into it. I'm just careful with that shit.
I didn't even know you were that into the spiritual world like that.
Learn something every day.
I have heard
Yeah,
like
learn
when
something every day.
you attract what's happening in your life. It's like when you want to buy this car, you start seeing it everywhere.
Yeah, let's
because
buy.
that's in the front of your mind right now. That's your number one thought. Same thing goes with bad stuff. It's like you're attracting that. Like, you're focusing on everything bad that's happening, so you're blocking off everything good that is happening. So that's what I believe in.
Yes.
That's something that I've always gone by, because Louis would always say, like, why does bad things always happen to us? And it's like, no, look, we're very blessed. Like, there was just a flood in Cicero. We didn't get hit at all. We got hit like 1%. There was just water coming through the side. And I'm like, with the quinceañera, Louis, like, we wouldn't be able to have water damage. And yeah, we're going to get financial help through the town, and they're working on that. But in the meantime, we would have had to pay out of pocket and all that. And I was trying to explain that to Louis, because, I mean, Louis is more like overthinker. So I was telling him, I was like, no, look, this happened real bad in Cicero. And just a block away from us, all the houses we would see in the alleys, like their furniture, their clothes, everything. And I'm like, gracias a Dios, a nosotros no nos pasó nada. Because with the quinceañera, we wouldn't be able to pull through. And I just I try to push more the positivity on. And then that's when Louis is like, oh yeah, this thing happened to me, and that was a good thing. So I feel like you attract what you actually focus on.
So you brainwashed them.
kind of.
A little bit.
No.
I mean, how is it brainwashing? It's about
just
looking.
talking shit.
It's just like looking at the positive side. Like I think people say, "Oh, you're just being fake," or you just force yourself to look on the bright side, and not everyone can do that. However, there's always two sides, right? There's like a super shitty side, and there's some sort of rainbow on one side. As small as it may be, it's there. Just like when somebody gives you, have you ever heard when somebody tells you, like, you either choose A or choose B? You're like, well, I don't want to choose either. They both suck. Doesn't matter. It's still a choice.
Yeah.
One sucky one might be suckier than the other. They both might suck to you, but it's a choice. So you have a choice to make. You either always look on the negative side because shitty stuff continues to happen, or you choose to figure like that little pocket of rainbow. God damn it, I found a quarter on the sidewalk. I'm going to use that quarter to buy like a gumball, and I really like gum, and fuck that. This is what's going to make my day happy today. And that's where you find your little pockets of joy. And it starts to progress from there, because you start to teach yourself that, instead of like being down on the dumps, because the only person that's going to affect at the end of the day is going to be you, and possibly your family with your bad energy.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing you can do sometimes
You're
about being in a
attracting
bad spot,
facts.
but you have a choice on how you choose to behave, how you choose to treat others because you're in a bad mood. And then that's a trickle down effect. Like you being, like, let's say you're upset and you go to Cynthia at the bank and you're already pissed off, and now you got her in a bad mood. Now she's going to go home and I don't want to talk, go to your rooms. I don't want to talk to any of you. And it's just like it's a trickle down
chain
effect.
Yeah.
I get yelled at work every day, all day.
Thanks.
If I let all those people like hit me with all of that bad negative energy, I'd be miserable.
At work, when I see that somebody's like in a little mood, like I always throw jokes, or I always like not purposely try to annoy them, but like I'll just throw like little jokes or little sarcasm here and there. And I swear to God, it works every single time. Like, especially with my boss. My boss would come in like in a really bad mood, or she just already by 9 a.m. had a very busy morning. And then I'll be like, dude, like just go fucking get a coffee for us. Like, you shouldn't come with a bad attitude if you're not coming with coffee or something like that. And like that changed her mood like 100%. And she'll be like, oh, like, I really needed to hear that, or thank you, or why, like she'll even say like, why are you so fucking happy? And I'll be like, I'm sorry, I get it in at home. ¿No es cierto?
There we go.
So brings on our next topic.
Back to that. Hi, Mimi.
There won't be an episode without her commenting.
I'm sorry.
Shout out to my cuñado.
Shout out. It was just 7 years being married by church, so I had to
Amen.
move into that.
Congrats.
What was our next topic?
I don't know where we're going. I was just talking shit.
Speaking on that, we actually just cumplimos 17 años, not by church.
Damn, nice.
17 years.
Congrats.
Thank you. I went to go buy him a present,
Aw.
and the lady's like,
There you
how
go.
long you been married? I was like, 17 years. She goes, you don't look like you. I was like, thank you, ma'am. I am 41 years old.
Aww.
Yes.
That's awesome.
You do
17
look very
years.
young.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congrats.
It's my positive attitude.
There you go. See? That's why people didn't believe that I was having a quinceañera. I'll be like, oh, like I'm gonna go on vacation. Cuando los customers me decían like, oh, see you next week. I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna be on vacation. They'll be like, where are you going? I'm like, fucking Nulunix, you know.
Chill.
And, I mean, not that Nulunix is bad if the aliens live there, but like they're like, no way you have a quinceañera, like a girl that's gonna be 15. And I'm like, yeah. I age well. Because no es cierto. No es cierto.
We have
Moving on,
incredibly good.
Cynthia.
So speaking of which, 7 years married, 17. How long have you been married?
Since 2013. I think we're going on 10.
10 years?
How old is your kid, bro? Because it was on the same time. 7. So 7 years.
Okay, twins. All right. Have you guys ever heard of shut up rings?
No.
Shut up rings. This is a new concept I just learned, okay? It's when you've been with somebody for a while and you basically, as a guy or girl, whatever, you basically propose to somebody, ya nomás pa' que se callen. At that point, they're like, dude, do you even forget about even loving
That's
this person?
sick.
It's like you don't even like this person. You give this person a ring, ya nomás pa' que se callen. And so that going into the whole cake in the face at the wedding. Not like, you feed them, but like they ram the cake in the face. And it's this whole idea of, dude, you don't even like this person. You don't respect this person. They basically got a shut up ring. And then the girl is like just smiling, acting like, it's okay. And now studies are starting to come out that que cuando eso pasa, the whole cake in the face, especially like if it's a little on the violent side, that it's basically like, you're doomed to get divorced. And in fact, an article came out recently where a woman, I think it was the following day after this happened, she got married. The guy, like, cake in the face. It was like total violation, like violent. And she filed for divorce or an annulment at that point because I don't even know if the papers were sent out. But
hell
yeah.
no.
I never even heard of this thing.
Yeah, like
either of them.
Wedding planners are like saying that they can predict. They're good predictors of seeing now, like, depending on how that goes down with the whole cake cutting, that they can predict like how long, before that couple gets divorced. And almost always that couple gets divorced because, they're not both in agreement. Like if you're both goofy people and you think that's funny, that's one thing. But for the most part, the woman, you pay all this money for your hair, your makeup, and
so
midway through,
Toma, hija de la chingada.
well, I mean, come on, like the whole cake in the face has been
Like
around.
they just throw it to your face.
Yeah, when it's your birthday, no? Like,
right, exactly.
Weddings. I've never seen it for a wedding.
Right, and so that's the thing. Like, se pasan de que.
I've seen it for weddings.
Well, it's been this thing picking up where, and I'll show you guys some videos, and you tell me what you guys think. I mean, it's like to the point where, to me, it looks
isn't divorce
aggressive.
Like at 60% anyways?
I'll show you guys a video, and then we'll put it up. But like this one guy that I'm showing them right now, I mean, he literally tackles this girl to the ground. She's like running away from him.
Oh, what the fuck? Well, that's assault.
Okay,
that's assault.
So this is supposed to be the happiest day of your life, and you're supposed to be getting married, saying "I do" to the person that you love.
Yeah,
and then you're cutting the cake and in this intimate moment of like happiness and pure bliss, and then you like shove, not like playfully put cake on the nose, like you shove the cake so much into the face that you like tackle your bride, your new right.
Like,
and there's
absolutely
more,
not.
and there's more like this. No. And so, what do you guys think about that whole idea of like shut up rings and cake in the face?
Okay, first of all, did you guys feel pressured to propose?
Oh my gosh, shocks.
Or it just happened naturally? Or you want to skip the question?
You want to go first?
You can go first. You haven't spoken all the whole.
Okay.
No, you've actually been pretty quiet on this episode.
No.
Yeah, and we don't
Yeah.
That's fucked up. I didn't get pressured into it. I knew I was gonna get married to my wife, but I mean, as a guy, I think we've talked about this too. Like, you never feel ready, man. Like, everything is fine. Like we were happy. Like the way it was.
How long were you dating?
Oh, a long time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Damn.
A long time.
It's okay.
Like, what's a long time though?
Since she was 15. So, yo tenía 16. 17. I was 17, she was 15. When we started
you guys are high
dating.
school sweethearts.
She's, I don't even know how old she is. 34?
Bro.
Yeah, 34.
Okay.
Well, she's a year younger than you.
I think casi dos.
But you didn't feel pressured?
No, I mean, no, I didn't feel pressure, but I knew it was time though. Like we had been dating for such a long time. She's like, yo, what's up, man? Like,
she told you?
See? Oh, yeah, we talked about it a lot.
Hey, my girl, Fabi.
We talked about it a lot, pero I feel like as a guy, okay, so you guys think about marriage in a certain way. We don't think about it like that. That's not the day that we're looking forward to. We're not even thinking about that day.
Yeah.
You feel me? I mean, maybe I shouldn't speak for all guys because there are some guys that just,
don't speak for Checo, bro.
You were thinking about marriage, like, as soon as you saw Karen, you're like, that's the woman I want to marry.
No. It's because my situation was different. But
tell us your situation.
We got time.
Oh.
You guys want cheese, man? That's what you guys want. So with me, it was like, when we got married, I was 29. So también, it was like, for me, it was kind of like, I need to, get married already too. Like I need to take that next step. But with me, it was like, I wasn't in the best standing with my suegros.
Okay.
So it wasn't that easy to just like, I'm gonna just go ahead and do it, you know. That's why.
Were you guys dating for a long time?
Oh God. We've been together for 12 years, 11 years now.
Okay.
Like, and well, 7 years married, but together like 11 or 12 years now.
Okay. Damn. I was in a relationship with Louis for 6 months, and we got married.
That's 90 Day Fiance, bro. That's a show, bro.
Well,
I got my visa already though.
Sure did.
Crazy.
man. So, but even though we're both of you, okay, so I guess the idea that for you, I don't know, is it different though? Because you guys were dating for a long time, but part of that time was when you guys were kids. So it's not like, even if you were dating for 5 years when you're young, it's not like you're thinking, I mean, some people do, but it's not like you're thinking, it's time to get married.
Yeah, let me build a future.
But by the time we did get married, I mean, ya estábamos más grandes, you know, I was like in my mid-20s already, you know what I mean? So it was like, at that age, you already matured, you know, like if you did go through some bullshit, which we did, I mean, you already lived it though, you know what I mean? So,
but was it more financial, or was it more that you still were trying to be out on the streets?
It was just me,
that you feel like, I'm not done with that part of my life, so I don't
feel like you thought about it that deep. It was more like, that's the stage in life that you were in. You weren't even thinking at a mature level. I mean, right now, in retrospect, the way you're saying it, it's like you purposely were doing that. I don't see it like that. I see it like, that's just the stage of the at your life that you're kind of living. Yeah, you're like living your life as a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not giving a shit or whatever.
Facts.
But the way you made it sounds like you purposely were doing that. You knew, you know. Nah, I don't think it works like that. I feel like vives tus etapas. You do your fuck ups, and you know what I mean. Like that's kind of how it worked out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you always wish that it worked out better, but.
I mean, you're still married, so I don't know that.
No. I mean, thankfully, yeah. But that's the way I see it. But I mean, if it was up to, you know, she always says like, if I would have never pushed you or told you, even though we had all these conversations, like we probably would never be married. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Because I really don't think it's as important for a guy that it is for a girl. I think for a girl, like there's a lot of like, not let alone values, just standards that it's like, well, my best friend got married at this age, and my sister got married at this age, and like I'm the only single in the group or whatnot, and I just feel like that's always pushed on us, and it's like unconsciously we already think like that. It's like oh yeah, I mean,
a timeline.
Like I was a child bride, you know, like
Child bride.
aside from that,
Call the feds.
aside from that, but it's just. I got told like you're too young to get married, and like at 18 and I was like seeing rainbows and butterflies, and I was like, no, it's the perfect time for me to get married. And I was pregnant with Julissa, and it was like it's the perfect timing and everything's gonna go good, but it's like you're not realizing the commitment and everything that comes around it. And I feel like a guy doesn't care about all the like the friends are getting married and what are my parents gonna think that, you know.
I feel like guys do go through that though. Like certain guys will go through that.
Yeah, no, of course.
All my friends already got married. Oh damn, all my friends are already having kids.
Yeah.
And then they get the pressure of like, all right, like,
but I feel like
I gotta step my game up, you know?
I've seen more of the the guys that are like, okay, like this is my wife, quote unquote, but I don't have to give her a ring or I don't have to legally marry her as long as I'm providing
in the union.
A whole union for us. And it's like there's kids involved. Like, yeah, I want to build a family and everything, but the marriage part, the legal part or the religious part is not necessarily like the highlight of every guy's vision. As opposed to a girl, it's like we're always pushed on the idea of what kind of dress are you gonna wear for your wedding, or what kind of ring do you want, and like you go to, I don't know, like jewelry stores and you're already looking at the rings and you're like 12, 13 years old and you're like, cuando me case quiero este anillo. And it's like, I don't feel like a guy goes to the vidrieros in the jewelry stores and it's like, I want that wedding band. I don't feel like it's
Ese güey,
Yeah.
que está más shiny, güey.
Yeah.
The one with
I
the
don't
diamonds.
think-
I feel like that's why the girls have such high expectativas. No sé cómo my mind blocked.
Expectations.
Expectations.
Yeah.
That's-
Help you.
Oh my god. I don't feel like guys have that as much as girls. That's why it's like I feel like that's why a lot of relationships are like our shit, because it's like a guy wasn't ready for all that and we expect a lot more from guys. And it's
Yeah.
like I see it with my husband now. Like just the basic stuff. It's like, what? You couldn't read my mind that I wanted you to throw out the garbage? And it's like, no, like tell me.
I'm not an alien.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it that, or is it that a lot of the times as women, we are nurturers and we make things too comfortable for guys, especially after you've been together for a long time, and then you're doing wifey things at girlfriend prices.
Fact.
Yeah.
And then a guy doesn't think, I don't need to marry you
I'm not
because
ready for
you're
this.
because you're all giving me everything I need. You're cooking for me, you're cleaning for me, right?
Since I'm the only one that's not married here, but
Yes,
I always make that joke. I always tell my boyfriend, I was like, "You see a ring? I'm not your wife. I'm not your mom."
Thank you. Yes.
And then he's just like, porque su mamá está acostumbrada, to, I guess, baby nurture the sons, I'm like, you see a ring? And he's like, rolls his eyes, but I'm like, I don't see a ring. It's fine.
Yeah.
Out there.
Yeah. No, I you have something there. I honestly think you have something.
Oh,
kidding or
shit.
not,
That was funny.
I
She
do
double-
make that
I think
statement.
you're
Double
right.
checked, bro.
I-
She double checked.
No,
She said,
I
"Maybe
think
I'm
you're
not."
right, because once you're with somebody for a long time, it's like you said, either they have a group of friends that they're like, okay, ya se están casando todos, might as well take the next step, not because they really want to, but because they
Yeah.
feel like they have to, or to shut you up.
Yeah.
Or they get too comfortable. Why do I have to propose? Why do we have to go spend all that money on a ring?
But I also-
on a wedding when we're all living together.
Everything's
our life
good.
is good.
Yeah.
Why rock the boat? And then it's like, okay, then what legal protections do you have when this dude's like, yeah, you know what?
Prenup.
I'm done. I'm out. There's not, and so I like the way you think.
But I also do believe that a guy will get married in a blink of
When he falls in love.
Sister, I got
when
you.
he's ready.
Eye.
when
Blink of an eye.
when he's ready. I feel that too, because I have seen it, and it's like, dude, you were in a relationship for 12 years. Never did you propose, but you turned around and you're dating for 2 months and you
proposed?
You proposed. You did the whole 9
Yup.
yards.
But maybe she was the right one.
dude, that's
Also,
what
the
I'm
right,
saying.
the right one that came along.
I have a question. Were your parents pressuring you guys? Like, ¿cuándo
No.
se
As
van a
men
casar con
or
Fabi?
as-
¿Cuándo se van a casar con
No.
Karen?
For me, like I had like a one-on-one with my dad or whatever, and he would just tell me like how it's a bigger responsibility, obviously, than just dating and whatever. So I think that always kind of like scared me a bit,
Okay.
like the financial of like I'm responsible.
See, that's real shit. That's
you know
real
what I mean?
shit.
Like it's not just like, oh, you're going to a game and you need to open the door for her. And you got like, no, it's like you are responsible for this other person.
Commitment.
So that scared me. Like that's the part that scared me the most. Where it's like, what if I fail?
See,
Like-
real shit.
Yeah, that's valid. That is
What?
that
Were
is
you
more
pressured by your
substantial.
parents? Like, ay, mijo, ¿cuándo se va a casar mi hijo?
My mom nurtured me, man. She wanted to keep me. She was cool with me.
So she
being at
was
home.
like, ¿cuándo se casa con Fabi?
Wow.
Ya es tiempo, no, ¿verdad? Que le dicen, ya es tiempo, no,
I don't think my mom ever thought about like saying, "Hey, you should get out of here."
Or your dad or anybody?
But
No.
I've never
Fair.
heard. I never heard my mom bring that idea to my brother either.
You guys were child brides. My brother also got married young.
Yeah, he wasn't that young.
I think
But okay, pero espérate. Aquí, chingate esa. What if your son, Gio, my nephew, shout out to my nephew, pops out, Mom, at 22, I want to get married. ¿Qué se hace el morrillo? ¿Qué le vas a decir?
No, I'll support him. I'll support him because that's
rough.
like, you know how I live in my household. Like my kids have, there's no gender roles. Like everything is plain
Neutral.
sight, and it's just like I'm preparing for that stage in my life. I'm not raising my kids for them to live with me my whole life. I'm raising them for when they decide to move out or they do decide to, be in a stable relationship or unstable, whatever they choose. They're ready for it and they're ready for all the commitment that comes with it, because I don't want, just as much as I don't want my daughter to get mistreated or to be used, quote unquote. I don't want my son to use someone else's daughter or mistreat someone else's daughter because, I never taught him how to cook or how to clean up after himself or just be responsible. And if he got $100 for his birthday, how to, wisely spend that money. I just feel like, yes, I'm teaching him like right now roles, but that he's going to be able to use in his life as a married man, or if he doesn't decide to get married, just juntarse, he's going to be able to use that too. Marriage for me, it was important because I just I felt like that tied it together for me. I felt like maybe it does come with that I was in a 10-year relationship and I did get an engagement ring, but I never got married. And to me, it wasn't like rock solid. It wasn't like there's no way
concrete
out type of thing, or I need to maintain this, or I need to take care of this, because it wasn't ever a legal document or
so you needed the legal document to kind of get it in your mind like this is solid.
I feel like when the kid's dad proposed to me, I didn't take it as serious as when Louis proposed to me. When Louis proposed to me, I feel like it was set. It was serious. It was a new stage.
Maybe it was just the one.
Maybe. Because I feel like my parents were more like involved in that engagement than they were in the first engagement. In the first engagement, like my parents were like, they're gonna decide to do what they want. Yeah. And then in my second engagement, my parents were more like, are you sure you're gonna do this? She has 2 kids. Are you sure you're gonna be able to provide for her? We've taught her to work, and she's very independent, and she has her mood swings. Like, it was more like throwing in the more responsible side, like making sure Louis knew what he was getting into. And then my dad did tell him too, like you could back out from it, but know that I'm warning you already that this is what you're taking in. Yeah.
I think you're just older, sister.
Yeah. And then
you
too,
were
like
more older. Yeah.
I feel like I wasn't dating just to date. I always brought that to the table. I told Louis, like we're serious or we're not. Like, I'm not gonna be dating you. Like that.
Jalas okay, güey.
Yeah, that wasn't ever my plan.
That's
so
rough.
And I feel like I did pressure Louis a lot, because in our relationship we were 6 months dating, and then he moved in. And he moved in because I was struggling financially, and my dad was in the back of my ear telling me, "Come back home, come live with me." And I was like, no, I got it. And I didn't. Like, my ship was sinking, and I was talking to Louis already. So he was obviously my support system, and I was like my parents want me to move back in. I don't feel like I got this anymore. I had to pay daycare. I had to pay gas, transportation, everything to work, because sometimes I didn't have a car. I need to take the CTA. Shout out to CTA, always puntro. And I feel like Louis saw that raw image, so he's like, "Fuck it, like it's now or never. I need to step in." And that's when he came to live with me. He helped me, like kind of get me back on my feet. And then it was only right for me to, marry him. I was already engaged when he came to live with us, but we just planned a small wedding. It was going to be a city hall wedding, small. It was going to be in my parents' restaurant. And somehow it ended up being really big because Louis wasn't ever the
3
guy.
weddings, bro. I wanted to be 3.
2. Louis always said, like, I'm not a religious person. I don't want to go into, church wedding. So we had like a bigger city hall wedding because of that. Ended up being, we did have a church wedding. But I just feel like that like me having kids, me coming from a broken 10-year relationship, kind of like set the deal for me that I did need the wedding.
Yeah.
And I feel like I did push it on Louis, as far as like, come live with me if you want to, because come live with me, because if you don't come live with me, I'm gonna go move back in with my parents, and it's gonna be a totally different story, because my parents were really strict.
I always tell my younger cousins, wait.
To wait?
Yeah. I always tell my younger cousins, I see them getting serious, I'm like, hey, Take it easy, bro.
Really, but
Yeah, but you
Even the
never
girl
know.
cousins,
Everybody
too.
knows. Everybody knows their own time. Like I think what you're talking about. You say that you pressured him, but I think he also had the choice to leave.
Yeah.
Right? That could have been too much pressure, and he'd be like, "I'm out." So I think this is just like the epitome of if he wants to, he would.
Yeah.
There could be a lot of obstacles. There could be a lot of things. If he doesn't want to, it could be the right moment at the right time. He won't do it. If he wants to be with you and you're his person, they will cross, cielo, mar y tierra to be there and
make
to
it
get it
happen.
done. Yeah. And so it's just like, if he wants to, he would. Don't let them tell you they don't want you more than once to be like, peace out. You're just going to then see yourself at the end of a 5-year, 10-year relationship,
Miserable.
having to start all over, because for women it is very different than it is for men. Men, they get younger as they age, and for us, the older
said
we
that?
get, we're
Yeah, biological.
a man appreciates, I guess, like as they get older, whereas a woman's value, according to all these podcast bros, our value depreciates as we get older. And so you're with somebody for 10 years, 5 years.
Don't respond. Don't respond. No. Just don't get into
go
it.
for it.
Hold it.
No.
He's like,
Bite your
he's
tongue,
like,
bite
he's
your
like,
tongue.
it's time to cut it off. So
Nah, we're not. I was just telling my cousins or my even girl cousins, like,
But how old are they?
marriage, and they're 20, 19, 20.
Oh, okay, yeah.
21,
Okay,
22.
yeah.
You asked the question at 22, and I'm like, that's too young, man. You're still a kid, bro. You don't know what's going on in your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to me, I always see it like that. I always tell them, like, marriage ain't easy, bro.
Yeah. But I
I'm
do
happily
think
married. Like, I love my marriage, but it's not easy.
Yeah.
So I tell them, like, I mean, it looks
But-
cool and shit. Like,
I think it
'Cause-
doesn't get easier though. I'm a strong believer that there's not an age for anything. As long as you fucking pull through and everything comes with a responsibility. Whatever you're doing.
There is, though, because you were mentally in a different space when you got into that 10-year
But
relationship.
you grow different because me
You would have grown just fine at your house.
no, but like no, I see it
you
with
feel me? Like, your
I see it with-
maturity level would have been different. Your decision may have been different. You would have been like, you know what? This is not for me.
I see it with my siblings. There's 3 girls and 1 guy at home, that we were raised together.
What's the time, Checo? Because I see you looking over.
Yeah. We still got
Okay.
like 5-10 minutes here.
Okay.
Damn, that's not enough.
Oh, we know. That's why I asked.
Call her mic.
Okay. Okay, so I got married really young, and I feel like I had to mature a lot faster than what Diana or my youngest sister had to.
Yeah, but
and
that's
it's
the
just
point. There
we
was no need for that.
but we were raised the same, and I just feel like now they come to me because it's like, oh, you already lived through it, or you already went through it, or you're bound to go through it within this moment of your life. And I didn't think about it that way, but I feel like if I would have waited out, I don't think I would have accomplished a lot of things in my life, because my kids literally pulled me to get to the stage that I am now.
But you don't know where you would have been.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I feel like there's not an age, because things in your life make you grow, like make you or break you,
well,
definitely. So I just
That
feel
I
like
agree with.
I feel
But
like if you find the right person,
You could have been going through shit at your house, making you and breaking you all over again, and you would have been a whole different person. Who the hell knows where you would have been?
That's what I'm saying. But like, but
We're talking about marriage.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, there's no age. I think there is. I think that your maturity level, you're at a different space if you're in your late 20s, or if you're 30, or if, even to have a child,
maturity wise, I feel like you're gonna mature with things coming to your life. I do feel that of how you approach things will be different, and how you handle things will be different. But we're maturing every single day. That's facts. Like
Shit, we can hold.
yeah, if I fuck up one day, and then I come across the same thing the next day, I'm gonna know better. I'm gonna know how to handle that situation better. Even within a year, like I feel like if in 2 years ago you would have told me like this person's talking shit about you, I'll be like, what the fuck? Give me her address. Let me pull up. But now it's like, okay, and what is that gonna do to me? Like, I feel like we change so much within time that, maturity in a relationship, like I didn't marry the same Louis that I'm with now. He's grown, and things in our life have taken us where we are now. So to me, not necessarily you need to mature to reach that point in your life where like, okay, I'm 34 years old. I'm fully matured. Let me pop the question and let me propose to this girl. No, I feel like there's things going to come into your life and you're like, whoa. I thought I was ready, but I'm not, you know?
Yeah.
And you mature.
That's
What?
scary.
I'm gonna start
I
texting
don't
my
know.
boyfriend.
We were having that conversation with our daughter, and I'm like, that would terrify
That's
me.
funny.
If she would come home, we were just talking to her, and I'm like, listen, go to school, finish your career, make sure you have financial stability. So no matter who you're with and what happens, if you ever feel like I'm done, I don't want to be here, you are not trapped because you feel like you have no other financial options, and then you end up in a bad marriage that's possibly abusive or just not good for you.
I agree with that.
Because you are financially trapped.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and just like secure for yourself, make sure that on either end, you know, male or female, make sure that you can stand on your own 2 feet, that you have things on your own, that at the end of the day, should things just not to take it as an easy out, because I do believe, like I said, marriage is work, and it's I think it's a
Team effort.
Yes, and it's just like a work of passion
Every day.
when you love somebody. Yes, and it shouldn't be like bad work, you know. It's just you put work into it to just make it work. But it shouldn't be something that you have to stick it out when you just feel like this isn't the place for you, but you can't go anywhere because you're afraid. Where am I going to go live? What am I going to do for food or whatever? And so making sure that you always have financial stability. And I think once you have that, the emotional readiness, like that's subjective to each person, and everything else, like where you're, okay, am I done like going to the clubs? Am I done hanging out? Am I done with school? That stuff, you know, can come and go. But I think financial stability, making sure that you have something that is yours that no one can take away should you ever need it. To me, that's like the basis of everything, because then no one can manipulate you.
Yeah.
No one can make you do
Control you.
anything you don't want to do. And then, you know, this person wants to be with me because they love me.
Facts.
But then
Move forward.
I have a quick response to that. You have women that leave with nothing. They don't give a shit. They'll leave. Like, keep everything. I'm
Yeah.
not happy.
No.
I'll leave. I'll start from zero.
Yeah.
And I'm sure men do it too.
Yeah.
But since we're speaking about women, so I mean, I don't know.
I mean,
if that-
like, both
I mean,
are-
it'd be nice.
No,
It's a
yes.
nice convenience
No.
to have that stability.
But that's the part. That's financial abuse. And some people leave, and those women are so brave. If we're talking about
For
women,
sure.
they're like, take everything. I would rather not be abused any longer or be in a bad relationship. And but for the most part, historically, especially
Like,
women
you
in
think
our
more
community,
will
they
stay.
will stay there because
Because
of the alternative. Oh, me voy a quedar hasta que los niños ya estén en la escuela, because, you know, even if I end up on the street or whatever, they'll be okay. And so, and you don't ever want to be in that position, is what I'm saying.
So pretty much don't rely on nobody. You
No.
guys or girls,
Yeah.
go to school, prepare yourselves, mature a little bit.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like,
Yeah, I
just
agree with that.
have something on the side. Like they say, have a little bit of that mad money. Have something. Everyone should always have. Not that you're hiding stuff from your partner, but always have
Un clavo.
something. See, man, always.
clavo ahí.
You never want to be enclavada en un lado. Like, not even a hammer can pull you out. Fuck
Yeah.
that shit.
Damn, how much money you got saved up, man? Stacked up on the side.
Ey,
Huh?
Pablo, es como escondía el dinero en las paredes. Me están dando ideas ahorita. For real.
I'm gonna see all these patches
Hey,
in
dicen
moms.
que Al Capone dejó millions and millions of dollars like hidden, and then he got syphilis and he went like cuckoo and for Cocoa Puffs, and still to this day they say that money has never been found.
Shit, let's go. What the fuck we doing here?
It's somewhere.
Who's driving? Not me.
Hey, let's check the days though. When did the Chicago fire happen though? Because if it's burned, I'm not gonna go look.
That was
for it.
before. That was before. Yes. Yeah, we're good. It's Al Capone's money. They say like, I think there's like, I don't know if it's the FBI or the CIA. Dicen que si encuentras, like if you ever find the money, like let us know. We'll give you a percent.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like anybody's. I mean, the bank will
But-
find
My
the
whole
guy.
life, my whole life, and
Hell,
you
Bill.
barely come in telling me there's aliens. I'm gonna give you money.
Shit.
Okay.
Quick note
For
though.
real.
Yeah,
They'd
yeah.
probably be able to know and track that money.
Yeah,
when you
because it's
sell
Yeah,
old,
yeah,
old
'cause
bill,
it's old,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they say like obviously if anyone
Not if you send it to Mexico. Not saying.
¿A cuánto está el dólar?
Facts.
¿A cuánto está el dólar? Check.
17?
They won't
17?
care.
Hey, talking about Mexico, who's proud to be Mexican?
You're stupid.
No, I'm just saying with the whole Yaritza thing, you know, like going on, like
Yaritza y su esencia. Do we want to close out with that?
Yeah, real quick.
All right.
So go ahead.
Okay, that'll be hard. Like a two word thought.
Don't listen to talk.
Yeah.
oh yeah, 2-word thought,
Like just like a quick.
What are your thoughts?
something.
What are your thoughts?
disrespectful.
I could care less.
Damn.
What do you say, comadre?
I'm sad. I'm sad for them that they feel that way, and it is rude that they did it in Mexico. The way that they did it, and they did it in Mexico, but they're also young and dumb, and they're kids. They need better media training. Whoever's letting them talk shouldn't let them talk.
I say 2023, I'm raising no sabo kids, so I cannot talk shit about that.
No, but it's not. Wait, hold on. It's not about the no sabo thing. No, that I will never begrudge anybody. It's about what they said and how they said it and how they disrespected the people of Mexico when they were in Mexico.
I do think it was they were young. They're young, and like.
Cut her mic up.
Yeah, for real. For real, because my head's like.
Just hear going.
I'm just go ahead.
Young and dumb.
Yeah.
Young and dumb.
Can I have
That's
my
it.
2 cents? I feel like people should still be able to express themselves, though.
Yeah.
If you didn't like something, like, it's okay.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
No.
But Checo brought up
mic.
the money thing. Checo brought up the money thing. They messing up the money. All right. I mean, if they don't care about that, like, I feel like as a person, you should still be able to express, hey, I didn't like this or I didn't like that. That's how I
hold on
see
though.
it.
Did you actually watch the videos though? Did you
I
watch the
saw
videos?
the clips, not the entire.
Okay.
But I saw the comments like that they didn't. It was too loud and they didn't like the food.
But
and
do you
stuff
know
like
why they said that?
that. No.
Okay, so one of the things estaban en un puesto en México comprando tacos, comiendo
I saw
comida,
that clip.
and then le estaban haciendo caras a la persona. Okay, you think about who's selling them. It's
They're
not
probably
gonna.
just goofy.
That's the
They're
young and dumb
idiots.
part.
Yeah,
That's the young and dumb
Yes,
part.
so that was the part, like that you're like, you're not una persona humble, like whatever, making their living on the corner, and they have a right to feel how they want to feel about that wherever they're from, that the food tastes better. Totally, that's their opinion, and they have a right to it. Pero estar haciéndole caras.
But that's childish.
Yeah. Yes.
But on some real, I've been to Mexico, parts in Mexico where I feel uncomfortable with the food.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, like we can't eat here. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing. And I would come on here and say it. I mean, I'm not as famous as they are. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have that level of
So
fame.
you wouldn't
But-
get canceled like that.
Right. But at the same time, it's like,
You're expressing how you feel.
exactly. At what point do we let people speak their mind and express themselves without, if you're being straight up disrespectful, pues no. But if they're just saying what they think, hey man, like I have the right to say I didn't like that food.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Which-
didn't have sazon.
My thing was
I didn't
just-
like Mexico. It was too loud.
Yeah.
I didn't like.
My thing was
Cancun
just
or
that,
whatever.
like, everybody was on their ass when they became a hit, and everybody's like, yeah, I'm listening to them. Yeah, I'm listening to them. But the second they went and they did something wrong, it's like, no, let's turn our backs on them. Let's not support them. Let's boycott them.
Cancel them.
Let's cancel them. And it's like, dude, like,
Yeah.
just they're young. It's in the moment. They probably didn't like. It's like when we say stupid shit that we didn't plan to say, and it's like, wait, I shouldn't have said it that way.
Yeah.
I didn't mean it that way, but that's just how it came out.
Yeah, no, I think they definitely need media training, and they
Yeah,
need to
we
know
agree
who
with
to
that.
say. And I think what sparked everything was in that interview, lo que les preguntaron es cómo los está tratando la gente de México, cómo les está gustando, y como contestaron no tenía nada que ver con lo que les preguntaron, and so it took it to the negative. Oh yeah, it's too loud. And then the other one probably wasn't listening to the question, so then he piggybacked off of what the first one said, and then the third one piggybacked off of what the other two said. So it turned into this big ball of negative when that wasn't even the question.
And Checo
So,
said it too. Like
Yeah.
they're young, not media trained. They should have been media.
And then on top of that, like I've told Noe, we talked about it in the last pod. It's like we're in here and people get nervous when there's cameras and microphones.
Yeah.
Now imagine them being in another country, and it's obviously not their first language like that, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, they probably got nervous and they probably said that. And like I said, the other one wasn't paying attention. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, they're talking shit. I'm gonna say what I didn't like.
chicken.
Yeah.
So whatever.
I think like
Chicken.
you
We
said,
should
yeah.
have chicken next time.
Yeah, young and dumb. I don't think it's anything to be canceled for.
No.
And
No.
they just need to shut up and listen to their
No, and
handlers.
I know a lot of Mexicans that that don't eat chile because it's too spicy and like
oh hell yeah.
and God forbid somebody famous goes like, oh, I can't eat spicy, and that's gonna become a meme.
We be talking shit to the people that don't eat chili that hang around us.
There you go. Yeah.
So-
or the people that just eat their tacos with just carne and they're full ass adults.
Yaritza and Susense, they want to clean things up. Give these people more hits, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're gonna be
I
all
mean,
right.
listen,
Yeah.
everybody happens to everybody. When's the last time you saw Beyonce do an interview? Think about that. She doesn't go out there and give. She did it when she had to, when she was younger. There's a lot of artists like that. They don't do it because they don't want to face that scrutiny. So they put out records. They do concerts. They don't do interviews.
It's because she's an alien.
Hello, Stu.
Huh?
Yeah,
She's an alien
She's an
one.
alien.
Dude, I thought about that too right now. Whole time.
Yo,
right, we gotta
all
cut it.
let's
We gotta
wrap this
cut
up.
it.
Shout outs, business shout outs. If you guys have any, if you can think of any.
PMP events because
There you go.
Yeah, PMP. That's the main one today.
360.
I gotta give a shout out to La Jaivita.
Oh,
Gotta go.
Love their food. Love their food.
Shout out.
What's up?
In
I
Aurora,
gotta hit you guys
I'll
up.
put their address in the description. There you go. Thank
Hit
you.
me up. I'm in Hanover Park. Drop something off real quick. Peace.
They're not gonna drop anything off to you.
It's worth a
Hit me
shot.
up, CTA.
He tried it. Oh man.
Thank you guys for
Thank
listening.
you.
No?
No, we're good.
That's it.
Thank you.
Shout out to all the supporters out there and the new people that are gonna come across us. Shout out to everybody that's supporting us. Make sure to catch up in each channel. Chingonas, Compas Unfiltered, Paula Knows Something, and just keep tuned to what's to come.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Follow.
Yes, let us know
Show
what
'em
you
your
want.
Us.
What other topics you want to hear?
Show up on my TikTok profile views.
We're gonna be throwing merch possibly if you guys if we reach 2,000 subscribers. Eh?
Damn.
Go big or go home.
We have some fun stuff coming up.
Yes.
We have
Yes.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Yep.
All right, that's it.
Yep.
Thank you guys for listening for watching. Estamos para la otra.
Bye.
Doses.
Bye.